make a living. She scrubbed floors in a hospital with hot soapy water and brush every day of her life to feed her 3 children that lived there, because Uncle John and my mother were given out to other family members to help raise.
Why?
And Grandma couldn't, this was back in 1918.
Probably didn't have money for food.
She didn't make enough money scrubbing floors at the hospital to
So when
feed
he
and clothe
died,
5 children.
when her husband died, her siblings took some of the children.
It was her brother-in-law,
Okay.
Mom's uncle, that took, and his name was John also, Uncle John. He took Uncle John and took my mother.
And his wife was whom?
I have no idea. Oh,
Granny with the pump.
Granny with pump.
Okay.
Her name was Maddie Sophia Lee.
Maddie Sophie. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there were 5 kids.
5 children.
And they were?
John.
There was Jim, John, Tom, Agnes, and Pauline.
I remember Uncle Tom.
Where did the other ones live?
Well, John, he was the baby. He was younger than Grandma. He had a violent temper. He was just a little short, stocky guy, but he thought he was big as a damn giant, honey. He'd slay that damn giant every time, but he always got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
That was Uncle John.
I remember them all come to Grandma with the Papples one time.
Yeah.
I was just a little shit. And
Uncle-
who was the crippled one?
That was Uncle Tom. Yeah, he had a stroke.
Yeah.
Uncle Jim, he was the one that used to take Lily and I to the tavern across the alley and give us a glass of beer. I don't know what the hell 3-2 beer is. Do you? That's what they used to call it in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
3-2 beer. That's what we had. It was a little mug of beer.
Yeah.
We'd sit up on the counter at the bar, Lily and I, and have us a snort, you know. And my sister, did Lily know, did you know that your sister, well, she's not, she's my sister. She loved bourbon?
No. You couldn't get Mom to drink. Occasionally she would have a
Damn it,
margarita.
she drank bourbon here, and we used to drink champagne all the time, because I'd go out to Walgreens, not Meyer, and buy it.
Well, you drank it the last time we was down there.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, she rarely drank anything though.
Oh, she said, oh, because that one night she was here, I love Woodford Reserve that they have at the Kentucky Derby. And she said, oh God, I love that too. I said, you like whiskey? Oh, I just love it. Well, we run right out and got us a little bottle, honey. Yeah. I think of my sister every day. We just had the most marvelous fun. We did. We did. Oh, yeah, hell, we were just girls. We used to fight all the time, too. I'd kick Lily's ass, and she'd be all right then, you know. We just had such fun, though.
But she don't remember it.
Who?
Aunt Lily.
Well, no, Lily couldn't remember a lot of stuff. But oh my, I remember. Oh Lord.
So how old were you guys? Where did you move to when you left Paris?
We left Paris, Kentucky. Our trip started by foot. We walked. And then sometimes if my dad had tokens for a Greyhound bus, you know, you get tokens that cost, I don't know how much they cost. And if he had enough tokens, then we'd go on a Greyhound and ride some. I remember somebody, I think it was Aunt Pauline over Charlie, that sent us money one time. A lot of the way from Paris, Kentucky to Marion, Indiana, we walked.
Why did he leave the job there at the race farm?
Because you didn't get paid anything there. And he had heard there was a foundry here in Marion that was opening up, and the old guy that owned it his name was Oscar Earlywine. Their old house is still standing on Washington Street. It's one of the historic places in this town.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar's house. My mother, she cleaned their house. Her and Lily and I would walk downtown to this house, and we, of course, naturally had to use the back entrance, and we'd go in and help Mom wash and wax the floors and dust the furniture and stuff. What a gorgeous old house it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
See,
just,
I don't remember Grandma ever working except keeping children.
well, she did. Well, her
Did a lot
name,
of ironing too.
Ironing, that's true.
and
She did.
stretching lace
Yep,
curtains.
stretching. Yeah, 'cause when they died, them stretchers were still up in stairs up
Yeah.
in one of the bedrooms.
Did you ever see those?
Uh-uh.
Oh, Mom's little
I mean,
thing.
if I did, I didn't know what they were.
They just bled all the time. Your fingers. They were great big wooden frames made out of wood about this wide, and had hundreds of little sharp tacks sticking out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you would launder lace curtains like these, and they would starch them real stiff, and they would stretch them on these curtain
To
stretchers.
put them back in shape.
They'd go back in shape, and when they got dry the next day, they'd just take and pull them off those little tacks, and they were just so pretty. They stayed that way for another year. And my mother used to do that all the time. Her and Aunt Mamie one time, they did get brave and went and got a job at the Marion Canning Factory out south. They worked one day. They never did go back. That was too hard. But oh my goodness.
Was she and Aunt Mamie close in age?
Yes, well, her and Aunt Mamie's mother
Yes. Who was she?
was Grandma Baker's sister.
Oh, wow.
Grandma with the pump.
See, this is all stuff should be written down. Do you know all this stuff?
Some of it.
There was 5 daughters. 2 of them are those planters up on that top shelf. The tall gray one, that's Furby.
Furby. Aunt
The
Furby.
pink one, that's Aunt Rose. There was Furby, Rose, Annie, Emma,
Aunt Annie.
and Aunt Annie.
I remember hearing Aunt Annie being
She's the
talked
one
about.
that didn't have a palate in her mouth.
Oh, okay.
She was born and she couldn't talk very well,
Okay.
but she could cuss like a sailor. Ah, my Lord mercy, I'll tell you. But oh my goodness, yes, I'll tell you, Lily and I, we were so blessed to know all these people. You know Thelma Jean.
Yeah. Does she have the genealogy? You know, she never did get in touch with me.
Oh, didn't she?
Okay, so
Well, that's a miracle, 'cause she likes to talk.
Well, I do too.
Well, we all know that.
But I
so
mean,
Grandma Aggie.
before I fell, I had started writing this stuff down for Thelma
Yeah.
because, see, she was born at a time. Lily and I, we were, and Betty Jean, she was another one of our cousins. We were, the 3 of us, just about the same age. Thelma Jean, she never knew any of her grandparents. They had all deceased before she was big enough to remember them.
Was she adopted?
Who?
Thelma.
No,
Who was adopted?
Janie.
And she was the only one?
That was
Wasn't she married to a
adopted.
black guy?
Yes.
Okay. So Grandma Aggie had 5 sisters, or 4 sisters.
No, Grandma Aggie had one sister, which was
Okay.
Pauline,
Aunt
One
Pauline.
sister, Aunt Pauline.
and she had 3 brothers.
I hate this new phone. Don't ever get a new phone.
Oh, I know. I don't have a new phone. Hell, I'd like to throw my little
Uh.
Android out the door.
Well, kid, I have some of this stuff written down, but I have started. I promised Thelma Jean that I would write to her. I have a really pretty card that it's clear. It's written all on the inside that I have great intention, because if I tell you I'm gonna do something for you, I will do it eventually.
Well, you got a lot of stuff in that Bible too that I got you.
Well, and
And Pauline and how many brothers?
Jim, John, and Tom.
Jim, John, and Tom.
Yeah.
And
There was
what
Paul
were their last names? Baker?
Baker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what year Grandma Aggie was born?
1918, January 7th.
I knew the January 7th part.
Yeah, I got that picture of her sitting in a high chair. She was a cute little shit. I think Brian's over there recording every damn thing we're saying.
I don't care.
Oh,
I wouldn't do anything like that.
Oh yeah, all right.
I think it's wonderful that
Jim, John, and Tom Baker. Okay, so that was Grandma.
Yeah.
And Papa's side,
Oh Jesus.
his name was Thomas.
Chester, Thomas Chester.
My
John Thomas was actually
What was Papa's real full name?
Chester.
Chester what?
Chester.
Chester Vickers?
Chester Vickers.
That was it? So he didn't have a middle name?
well
Is that
now
why Mom
who's
didn't
John
give me a-
Thomas?
That was that
That's
his
probably
brother?
why you didn't get one, Lish.
That used to be his name. His God-given name was John Thomas Vickers.
Okay.
And his mother got pissed off at the old guy named John. And she said, to hell with it. You're not naming one of my sons after him. So she named him Chester.
Okay.
Peck for short.
And how did he get Peck?
I have no idea.
I thought that was just a nickname that people called him.
His name.
Well,
is
there's a peck basket, which is a fraction of a bushel.
Peck, yeah.
Maybe he climbed into one of those as a little kid, and it was just stuck.
Oh, and he was just. Oh, my dad was just
I
on
knew
as
John
hell.
Thomas was his.
Okay, so who were his brothers?
His brothers.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
No, wait, he had 2 sisters and 3 brothers.
Oh, he got more than 3,
No.
but he had 7 brothers.
Really?
Something. Well, let me count.
Okay.
There's Leonard, Stanley, Henry, William, George, Earl. He had 7. There were 7 sons and 2 daughters.
Who's LB?
Leonard.
Oh.
He was grandma. He was Aunt
I got-
Lily's age,
I got that
I
video.
remember LB
because my mother. Well, she's
at
your mother too. She breastfed LB because his mother didn't have milk when
Yep.
he was born, because Lily and LB were the same age. There was a month apart from their birth. And Grandma, of course, she would have been an older person having a baby at that age. And my mom breastfed LB. I mean, LB was just like Grandma's little boy.
I got that picture of all of them together when we was at Uncle
Mhm.
George's. Got them on video. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
of how many of them?
I think, were they all there?
Yeah.
Cause remember when we was watching that? Cause I was gonna put it in.
I don't think Eunice was there.
No, Eunice wasn't.
Aunt Eunice,
She was gone.
she died in her 50s.
And she was one of the sisters?
Yeah, both of Papa's sisters and Papa's mother. None of the Vickers girls ever lived past the age of 57.
And what was the other one's name?
Dorothy Jean and Eunice. to find all this stuff. I gave your mother a bunch of this stuff.
She may have given us some of it. I have a bag with a lot of photographs, but I thought most of that was just us and not any genealogy
Yeah.
type stuff.
Yeah, I try to keep Thelma Jean posted on who was who, and because her children are very interested in it, and they didn't know any of their grandparents or great grandparents,
Right.
you know.
Right. Let's see, and Uncle Blackie had Janie and Thelma, Butch. There was another one.
Janie, Thelma, Angie,
Angie.
Peggy.
Peggy, I forgot.
Peggy's the oldest one.
Yeah, okay.
Angie was the one that married a black guy, wasn't
No,
she?
that was Janie.
Was
Yeah,
that
that was
Janie?
Janie.
Angie would had anger issues growing up as a child. I do remember that. Or was that Butch?
Butch was always in trouble.
No, he wasn't
What?
either. No. Uncle Blackie, his very religious family.
Yeah.
See, I had never met Uncle Blackie and Aunt Opal's children, all of them, until, I'd say 15 years ago. And my doorbell rang and I opened it. It's Georgetta, and here's all these damn girls. And I thought, who the hell are
Who
they?
she brought in here. Yeah.
Yeah. These are your cousins. I'd never met them, since they.
Well, yeah.
I remembered Peggy.
I remember us going and staying with them
Yeah.
once
Well,
or
we
twice.
We used to have the reunions.
How long? Do you know how old your mother is? I'm
Yeah,
old.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama would have been 90 this year.
She would have been 89.
35? She was born in 35.
Yeah, she'd been 90 this coming
This
August.
coming August. She'll be 90.
Yeah, because my friend Jane was 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, there was just Lily and I, and we did try to. Lily and I we always talked, we'd love to went to Paris, Kentucky, to the courthouse and looked up some of our,
Yeah. That's what we were talking about on the way here, and looking at all the racehorse farms and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, Papa used to work on one.
Yes, he did.
Which
and,
one was it? I don't know.
And it was Joe Goodman. Joe Goodman
They're
Farm.
probably not even there anymore.
Oh my God! Well, hell, he'd be 200 years old. Let's see, Uncle Bill, which was Papa's oldest brother.
I loved him.
Now his last name was Cook because he was born out of wedlock.
That was his oldest brother?
That was Uncle Bill, yes. And Uncle Bill told me, he tried to tell me a few things. Of course, Uncle Bill, he was in his 90s when he passed away. He couldn't even remember my name. But he kept calling, he said, I'd know you anywhere, Lily. Oh, okay, Uncle Bill. He called me Lily.
Okay.
But he told me that I don't want to get the phone. That his grandfather, which was Henry Vickers, that would be my great grandfather, was a blacksmith in Black Creek, Kentucky. Now that's all Uncle Blackie told me about that dude.
I loved Uncle Bill.
And I think Henry's wife's name was Rosabelle.
Oh, that's peppermint.
Ooh, those are hot.
Aren't they?
Rosabelle.
I think her don't I think her last name was Parks, but I'm not exactly sure about that last name. But her name was Rosabelle.
Yeah, now see this thing auto-corrects to Road Bell.
It was just Rosabelle. That's one
Well,
name.
that's because this phone's stupid.
Oh, Rosabelle.
L-L-E, okay.
And her mother's name was my Lily's mother, or grandmother. Her name was Lily Mae. Because Lily always, she never liked her name. I told her, I said, hell, you could have been called Lily Mae. I mean, that sounded like some little colored girl walking down the country road.
Yeah, I like Lily. I like
Oh, I
Lily
love
as
the
a
name Lily.
No, she was going to call me Agnes Colleen, for God's sake.
Oh my God.
Oh, dear Lord.
Or Agnes Maud.
Agnes Maud.
That was
was
my
Grandma's
mother's name.
yeah.
That is my mother's name.
Isn't Colleen your middle name?
No, Ann.
Oh, that's right, Barbara Ann.
Yeah.
Where'd Colleen come from?
Beats the hell out of me.
What in the hell are these things?
They're spicy jelly beans.
Good Lord. Ooh, there's black ones.
I know.
Who eats that?
Now give me
Not
the
me.
black ones.
Ugh.
I love licorice.
So did
Georgetta.
Mama.
I know.
Tommy and Georgetta, they have this argument all the time. Tommy said that Georgetta was named after him. I said, no, she wasn't.
Wasn't she named after Uncle George?
No,
Who
she
was
was.
she named after?
I'm getting ready to tell you.
Okay.
I can remember the day that she was born. She was born in 1947. In the downstairs apartment, we lived upstairs. And my mother had this, she had a
Oh,
friend that was a nurse. And her name was Georgette. And my mother named her after that nurse.
Oh,
And her nickname is Buggy.
yeah.
My mother gave her that damn nickname too because at A Street Wesleyan Church, Aunt Mamie and Mom used to go to that church all the time.
Yeah.
And when Aunt Mamie gave birth to Georgetta, that lady's friendship circle there sent this little white porcelain baby buggy with a little philodendron plant in it.
Oh, really? And that's how she got the nickname Buggy?
Buggy. My mother gave that to her.
Didn't we go to vacation Bible school at that?
At that church, yes. So
Yes.
did Jeff and Denise.
Yeah, yeah.
boy, and now all the Hodges know what Georgetta's nickname is.
Well, they don't care. But yeah,
Oh.
Tommy said, and it was just strange. Georgetta was talking about that the last time she was over here, and I don't know. It was a few days after I was going in our security box looking for something, and I found my mom's birth certificate, and the nurse that signed that certificate of my mom's when she was born is Georgetta.
Really?
Yeah. I thought, oh my God, how damn strange is this? You know. And I
Yeah.
told Georgetta and talked to her on the phone when Thelma Jean was here last time. I said, next time you're in here, I'll get those out and you can look at Mom's. And I said, your brother, he can still stand and argue that
Yeah.
he was jealous of Georgetta because Uncle George was named after him. Well, he wasn't. He was named after this nurse that
Yeah.
my mother knew.
I haven't seen Tommy. I just wonder if something's wrong with him.
Well, Marilyn, you know, Tommy's sister,
Mm-hmm.
she's had 2 strokes. They said she'll never be out of a nursing
Oh,
home.
she's in a home.
And that's so.
And where is Tommy?
He lives over by,
He's married again. He lives out
Yeah.
in South Marion
he lives in a gated community.
in a condo. Yeah.
So, okay, his first wife was Kay,
Okay.
and his second wife was
Suzanne.
And now his
Suzanne.
third one's Barbara.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I ever knew.
No.
I met her one time. Yeah.
I mean, Kay's the only one that I remember now. Did they just get a divorce or did she pass away?
Passed away of cancer.
They got
Did you?
divorced.
Well, Tommy and Kay, or yeah,
The first one,
yes,
Kay,
they
But then
they
she
did.
died?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the second one
she
died.
had breast cancer.
And their children, they had 2 little children that were really bad, right?
Bad.
Yeah, like ill-behaved.
No.
Tommy had Terry.
Terry, I was
Matt.
thinking Tracy.
Her name was Teresa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terry, Dawn, and Matthew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew
Now-
looks just like him.
They weren't bad little kids, like little hellions?
Uh-uh.
No.
Why do I remember that?
Uh-uh.
Maybe my parents just thought they were bad.
Now Terry, she died. Oh God, she was in her 30s because she had appendicitis.
Yeah, and it ruptured?
Yes, it ruptured, and they got it taken care of, but she just kept getting sicker and sicker. And the surgeon had snipped her colon
Oh.
and didn't know it.
Mm.
She died of
Wow.
peritonitis.
No kidding.
My grandma died of.
Yeah.
And then then they got all that money from the hospital, and how long ago was that? And then her husband died.
Well, Terry's husband, he died, not even a year after. He had a heart attack, and he was just a young man.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just in his 40s.
Now, did they have children?
She had one illegitimate child, a boy, and he inherited all that money. He has
From what they had won a lawsuit from her being sick?
yeah, Marion General.
he has a great big fancy home down in Geist Reservoir. That's a great big artificial reservoir
Does he
down here
work
in
there?
Indianapolis,
I mean, is he,
where all the big basketball stars live. And
did he go to school and work and?
he goes, yeah, he works, but he doesn't have to. You know.
I mean, a lot of money to some people doesn't
Yeah.
go very far.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. But no, he's a nice kid.
Okay.
His name is Justin. I forget what Terry's.
Isn't that weird? Now, see, that would be, okay, so Tommy's children would be my 3rd cousins? Or second?
Second.
Second.
Yeah,
Okay.
twice removed.
Because-
Yeah.
Tommy would be my 1st cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
So his children would be my second.
Yeah, second removed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So second cousins don't get any part of that?
I don't know.
Well, Tommy doesn't spend it all. No, I don't know.
But no, there's.
I see Tommy every once in a while, but like I said, I haven't seen him about, I don't know, 7, 8
Would I
months
would
now.
know him if I saw him.
Oh,
I
he's
don't
like
think-
Uncle
Oh.
George.
Oh, really?
Oh, he got the belly.
He's a windbag.
And Matt does too. Matt's got the belly.
I have not seen Matthew in forever.
Well, I seen him come in Lowe's one time.
Well, I had to be a little kid last time I saw him, which had to be when they lived down at the end of
Yeah.
9th Street.
Mm-hmm. On
Yeah.
9th, yeah. Yeah.
Now, our GPS thing brought us in. What was the name of that? What'd that have us turn on? Philadelphia?
Delphi.
No. It had us bypass town. And that's how we got lost last time we came with Mamaw.
Is here in Marion.
Yeah. We came in on,
Did you come on 18? I-69.
18.
Yeah.
We came in on 18.
Yeah, we didn't get on the 69 at all.
And it had us turn off a road and come down through like a residential area. And then kind of come past up to 9. And then turn left and come back.
Is it Gas City?
No?
No, just
This is-
winding weird through.
Marion, instead of going through town.